this year? Do you guys think about the way it ended or moved on or what?
Yeah, we definitely think about how it ended because the past couple years we haven't really played Nebraska volleyball. We haven't finished at the end, and so it's going to be a motivator going into this season that when it comes down at the end, we have to finish stronger than we have been.
Yeah, I think it's everything. I think as a team, we kind of knew what we could accomplish last year, and I think that we didn't really ever get to that point, and we weren't able to show everyone that side of us. And I think that this is just another year and another opportunity to be able to show what we have.
Yeah, I agree that we definitely think about it, and it's something that coming into this summer is something that we really wanted to focus on, just being grittier and working harder together as a team and building those bonds. So we've been doing that a lot off the court, in the weight room, with sports psych. So we're really excited for this season.
Given that there's a shorter break between the seasons, did you guys have to make any tweaks to your off-season training this summer?
I think obviously this past year and just what it was, I think everything has kind of been different for us. So we did get some time off, which was great after season, and then we came back and pretty much had a normal summer, and we're able to train like we always would, and prepare for this season. And I feel like we have had enough rest, but also another training to feel pretty prepared going into the start of this fall.
Nicklin, what are the best things that Lauren could potentially play this season? What are the best things that does for this team?
Obviously, she brings a lot of leadership. She brings a lot of experience. She's been in those big moments, winning a national championship. She's won a national championship, so we need that experience. And, she brings a lot of fire to our team, and we love to have her. However it is, even if it's on the bench, just cheering us on. Her presence is really felt within the team, and so we're excited to have her back.
Kayla, what do you think from being a fellow middle blocker? What does Lauren bring back to that group on the team?
Yeah, I'm so excited that Lauren's back. I definitely look up to her as another middle blocker. I think she pushes all of us and all of her teammates to be better. So I'm just super excited. I agree with Nicklin. She does bring just like a sense of calmness and leadership just because she's done this before. She has won a championship. So it's just really glad that she's back.
Lexi, what kind of went into your decision to return for an extra season?
A lot of things. I think a few of the biggest things for me were just being able to play another year with these girls. I think we really do have something special, and I think that, like I said, we weren't really able to display that last year. I think another year of learning and growing under the leadership and the staff here. And I think another year to just be able to get a real senior season. I feel like we didn't get a senior night. We didn't get Husker Nation supporting us. So it definitely was weird, and to leave on kind of that note would have been interesting. So I'm really excited to get this opportunity to come back and get another shot at it.
Nicklin, this freshman class comes in with a lot of hype. I mean, if you were to give them any advice, what would it be to start out this year?
I would say just to keep their confidence. There's a lot of expectations coming into this program, especially when you're ranked really high, just to keep your confidence no matter what and really learn to separate your identity from you as a volleyball player to you as a person, because when you separate it, it's really easy to have that confidence. And they're all studs, so I know they can do it, but just going in, it can be really stressful, especially if you play as a freshman.
How do you go about, there's a group of 6 of them that are coming to the team to get them, that's a big group to introduce to the team as a whole. How do you go about doing that, making sure they're part of the group and not just the freshmen, but they're part of the larger group?
Yeah, I think it helps that Kennedy, Allie, and Lexi were here early, so they kind of experienced it and joined the team and did the stuff outside the court, so it was easier when the new freshmen got here. They could kind of show them the way. But I think our team does a really good job of hanging out outside of the court, kind of getting adapted to how it is at Nebraska Volleyball, and we've been in the gym together probably this whole summer, so they really know how we work as a team, what our culture is like, and what you have to give every day to be a Nebraska volleyball player.
Kayla, Lauren's obviously a ways off from playing. How do you view your role and kind of your responsibility on this team going into the season?
I think that my role is the same as last year, just to come in, work hard every day, contribute what I can, push my teammates to be better. I just think that I have the same role. I don't think anything's changed.
Lexi, John said that you're one of 3 possibilities to play the opposite side hitter.
Sure thing.
What are your thoughts and how do you kind of approach not knowing whether you'll be a left or right pin?
Yeah, I'm excited. I've never really been in this position before. I've always been a left side hitter. So I'm excited to get to try it and experience it and learn new things and be put into an uncomfortable position and just try something that's new to me. So yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be a cool opportunity and we'll see what happens.
And then when you first came to Nebraska, you dealt with some back issues too. I mean, have you commiserated with Lauren about
Yes.
that and kind of talked about her process to get back to being fully healthy?
Absolutely, yeah. I would say, obviously, the timing of both of our injuries is super different, and she did have to have surgery and all those things. But I think we both, previously to my back injury, and she's never had an injury before, and so I think we kind of relate on a lot of those struggles and things because we're so used to playing and being in the gym all the time. So it's definitely hard. It's a hard thing to go through, and so just to be able to talk to her about some of the same things we're going through, yeah, it's interesting. Obviously not what we would want, but we can relate, yes.
Nicklin, how much are you looking forward to a full house at Devaney and in a kind of a normal game day setting, and how much can the crowd kind of get the pep in your step, and you guys might not have your A game some nights?
Yeah, the crowd and the fans, like I swear they give us a couple points every game because they're so loud and they kind of get in the heads of the other team, and we really missed that this year. We kind of struggled with energy, especially coming out of the gate. We would kind of go down a couple points to start matches, and I think it was because we really missed that energy from our fans, and I'm so glad to have them back, just to be able to run out into a full Devaney. Like, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. So I know everyone is super excited to have them back, and we've really missed them this past year.
Nicklin, what are some of the things that held you back on the court last season, and was that a priority with what you guys did in open gyms and stuff this summer?
Yeah, I think a lot of what held us back last year was more, I don't know, from like the mental side and working as a team. We worked a lot this summer on holding each other a little bit more accountable, and how we can change those things, and we think that was the reason that we've been struggling a little bit. So we did a lot of work with our sports psychologist this year, and I think we've already grown so much this year doing that with her, so I think it'll show out on the court and at the end of it all.
Nicklin, your placard has senior on it too.
That's crazy.
Are you approaching this like it's your last year, or how are you approaching this season?
I don't know. I guess I am a senior, which is crazy that you said that. Like, I feel like I was just a freshman yesterday, but yeah, I'm approaching it as my last season, to be determined after that.
Kayla, same for you. Your senior year, or you approach this like it's your last year, or what's your mindset going into it?
I think I am approaching it as my senior year. I definitely have the mindset, like, I just want to take in everything, all my teammates, the experiences, because it is the senior year for me. So, yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm just going to take in every moment.
And Nicklin, the team typically comes up with a theme every year. Have you decided that? Have you unveiled with the rest of the teammates?
We have not decided it yet. To be
determined.
determined. Yeah.
What about leadership structure? I know you and Lauren have been captains the last couple of years too. Are there will to be captains this year, or how will the leadership structure work for the players?
Yeah, so there will be captains this year, but a lot of the stuff we did with our sports psych is everyone kind of, in some sense, getting into their own leadership role. And I think that's going to be super important to having everyone step up in those moments if someone's having a bad day. And we've worked a lot, and I think everyone's grown in a sense of leadership. So we'll see.
Lexi, Coach Cook kind of said that it doesn't matter if you're a super senior or a true freshman, that it's open competition. How much will that kind of light a fire under some of you just to, almost up your game?
Absolutely, yeah. I was just talking about this. Not only will the upperclassmen be pushing the freshmen, but the freshmen will also be pushing us to get better. And I think that's going to be something that's going to be really awesome about this team this year is we're going to be able to get to that potential because we will be competing every single day in the gym. And yeah, I'm excited to compete and be able to have so many amazing players in the gym at once.
And juggling that with NIL is obviously a new thing for you. You announced that clothing brand right away. How have you kind of been adjusting to that, and what's it going to take to manage that, your masters, and playing while you're in season?
Yeah, it's going to be, well, this summer it's been awesome as it is. I think it's a great opportunity for all of us to just share a little bit more about ourselves and, just get kind of tap into the business mindset that we haven't really been able to before. I think for me personally, when it comes to season, I've kind of set up a team as to like how I'm going to go about doing all those things so that I don't have all those things on my plate. And obviously we're all here for volleyball, so at the end of the day that comes second, and volleyball is first. So there won't be any hiccups, or we won't get in the way of anything at all.
Do you have time for one more?
Nicklin, who came up with the podcast? How's that gone? And do you feel more comfortable now in front of a mic? I know it's only a few episodes in.
Yeah. Me and Love always talked about doing a podcast, but we just would talk about it and then nothing would happen. And we were like, you know what, let's just do it. We had a lot of time this summer, so put it together. It's been fun. It's definitely different. I don't know. We were both very nervous in the first episode. Just we were like shaking a little bit. But it's been fun. We're going to have a bunch of different guests, and it's really cool to let everyone else see a different side of us that they don't really get to see.
Lexi, you going to sponsor the podcast?
We'll have to see about that. They haven't reached out yet, so.
We're writing the contract up right now.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.